What's up, everyone? I'm back with my boy, Brandon, aka Majin Brando, and in this video, we are going to be showcasing one of his favorite decks, the highly anticipated deck profile for
Greninja EX.
Let's get it.
Now, if you guys remember last time, we went through my Gardevoir EX deck, a deck that is running rampant in the competitive scene. This deck's a little bit of a step back. I enjoy playing this at my locals. I enjoy playing this with my friends when I kind of just want to take a step back and watch my opponent squirm and see the frustration build on his face. So let's get into it. With Greninja EX, as always, we'll start with the Bloodline, the Greninja Evolution Chain. We play 4 copies of Froakie. Now it is only a 60 HP Froakie. Ideally, I would like to see or upgrade to a 70 HP Froakie with Dragapult kind of coming into play. But I haven't really found a good one that I want to put in the deck, so we're going to stick with 60 for now. I play only 2 copies of Frogadier, the middle evolution, and 3 copies of the granddaddy of them all, Greninja. Greninja is an unbelievable card. Shinobi Blade, a 170 attack for the cost of 1 water energy. And it's a free search for anything in the deck. So it can really set you up for your next turn. Its second attack, Mirage Barrage, costs a water and 2 other energies. You'll see in this deck we play the double turbo energy, and with Shinobi Blade I can search for the double energy, attach it, and now have a turn 2 Mirage Barrage, which is normally does 120 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Bench active, good way to snipe those low HP stage 1s that your opponent's still kind of setting up for. With double turbo, it does take 20 HP off or 20 damage off the attack, so it's only hitting for 100, but that's still plenty to take out the little guys. And then the next part of this deck is probably what makes this deck so fun. Going into this kind of the Twilight Masquerade, I never thought that I'd see Froslass and Snorunt be so annoying to play against.
Very, very annoying.
We play 4 copies of Snorunt and 4 copies of Froslass. Now you're wondering, why are we playing Froslass? It's a one prize card Pokemon. What makes this guy so good? And it is this ability of Freezing Shroud. During your checkup phase, now that is the phase before you or your opponent draw a card, you are going to add 1 damage counter to every Pokemon that has an ability not named Froslass. Now you're thinking, oh, 1 damage, that doesn't seem too bad. That's not too bad. It does stack with multiple Frostlasses. Now imagine you have 2, 3, 4 Frostlasses on your bench. That's 40 damage to every Pokemon with an ability. At the start of your opponent's turn, at the start of your turn, it really piles up, and Doctor here can definitely attest to it.
Yeah, tell him what you did to me.
Now just imagine 4 Frostlasses on a bench, 1 Greninja EX in the active spot. He's playing Charizard, which every Pokemon in that deck has an ability, and it was just eating him up. He couldn't do anything. It weakens him to the point where his only option is to either try to retreat, try to take them off the field, add them back to their hand. It's not fun, and he definitely was not having a good time.
No.
We were having a good time.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I got to see him very frustrated and squirming a little bit as I kept Froslass after Froslass after Froslass. And you can ideally, by turn 2, 3, have 2 or 3 Frostlasses, have a Greninja. This deck can actually get going pretty quick and can start doing damage early before your opponent can get set up with his next moves. We do play 1 copy of a Rotom V. It's a staple. Everyone's using Rotom nowadays. And from the new Twilight Masquerade set, we're using one copy of Blood Moon Ursula EX.
Ultra rare.
It's a Radiant Charizard. I like to keep him on the back burner for an end game. If he can be quite detrimental, you pretty much could get up to a free attack for 240 damage. That's knocking out almost anybody. Especially with Froslass already adding damage to every single Pokemon on the field. The Pokemon are going to be pretty weak by the time you get Big Boy out there.
Very true.
So, let's get into the items. Let's get these out your way, clean it up for you. We are playing 4 copies of Buddy Buddy Poffin.
Buddy Buddy.
Get your snow runs, get your Froakies out, and just start going crazy. 3 Ultra Balls. These are going to help us find our Greninjas. It's going to help us find our Frostlasses. Again, it's just a way to just turbo through the deck, get what we need out in the field, and just start going crazy. And I do play 1 Nest Ball, just in case. Help me find a Froakie, help me find a Snow Run if I'm in a pinch. Also good for finding Rotom V or Blood Moon Ursula. We do play 4 copies of Rare Candy. We want to get Greninja on the field. We want to get 2 Greninjas on the field. We want to just get him out there as quickly as possible. And only playing 2 Frogadiers, Rare Candy comes in play. Froakie right into Greninja by turn 2 and attach 1 energy, and he's already ready to start doing some damage. We do play 2 copies of Switch. Opponent's best way to kind of slow us down is to try to get Greninja out of the active spot. Good way to get him back out there. 1 Super Rod, 1 Counter Catcher, 1 Earthen Vessel, 1 Forest Seal Stone. Attach him to our Rotom. Free searches are always fun. And an Unfair Stamp.
The Ace Spec.
Daka took a couple of Unfair Stamps today, and he definitely wasn't happy. I do play the TM Devo and the TM Evo, 1 of each. Evo's great. If I can, turn 1, if I can get my bench full with my Snow Runs, my Froakies, and then turn 2, pull out an Evo and just have a full bench of Frostlasses, Frogadiers, potentially Greninjas, your opponent's going to have a bad time. And then Devo is just the icing on the cake. Stack up all this damage to every Pokemon with your abilities. Slap a Devo down, and just watch that damage just eat up his basic 60 HP, 70 HP Pokemon.
Yeah, you think you're all set up and trying to, contending with the Frostlasses and the Greninja or whatever else you're playing against some other deck, and you're kind of set up. Then they just smack a Devo down. They use their Arbin, search for a Devo, attach it, and then just get rid of your Pokemon. So that's kind of really, really annoying to play against.
Back to square one. We do play 1 copy of Collapse Stadium. It's going to knock our benches down from 5 to 4. I've seen this very useful. I like to use it, especially since Froslass does damage your own Pokemon with abilities not named Froslass, and I do play a Blood Moon, I do play a Rotom. If I've got a full bench with a Rotom, I can slap down a Collapse Stadium, just take him off my bench, stop letting him eat up all that damage, and just let my opponent just get kind of handicapped as well.
Makes sense.
So, going into the supporters. Supporters are great in this deck, especially this little lady right here. This is Irida. She is awesome. It allows you to search for a water Pokemon and any item card. Reveal them. This is going to get out your Frostlasses. This is going to search your rare candies. This is going to search your Forest Seal Stone. This is definitely going to help get that deck rolling. Unfortunately, with Greninja as a Terra Pokemon, it is a fighting. You cannot search Greninja with Irida. I would make this absolutely busted if you could. Search a rare candy, search a Greninja would be awesome, but unfortunately we cannot. But Irida has made some very clutch plays in getting us set up for Pure Destruction.
Ooh, destruction.
We do play 3 copies of Arven here. I don't play many tools, so I kind of feel like, especially with Irida being able to search items, Arven searching items, I'm really only using Arven in a pinch when I want to find that Devo, find that evolution. So when most decks are playing 4, I'm playing at 3. I might drop it to 2 to kind of play some other fun cards in here, but right now we're playing at 3.
Trying to live dangerously over here, huh?
Yeah, you know, we're having fun here. And 3 copies of Iono, because she is, you know how she do. You know what she do.
Oh yeah.
She's fun.
Oh yeah.
And I do play 1 copy of Professor Turo. By the time Greninja's taken a bunch of damage, I can just pick him back up and set him right back down. Have some fun. And for this deck, we use 8 total energy cards. We play 6 water energy and 2 double turbo energy. Turbo comes into play, very helpful for Greninja, getting him to use his Mirage Barrage attack. It does count as 2 energies. With Mirage Barrage, you have to discard 2 energies. You can just discard a double turbo as the cost and hit for 100 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon, bench, active, whatever it is. Fun way to just snipe those little guys and just slow your opponent down, especially when he's trying to set up his Charizards and just take out his Pidgeys, take out his Charmanders.
Why are you gonna call me out like that? What is this?
So that's it for Greninja. I am super excited to see where this deck goes. I can see it start picking up some traction. People are going to realize this deck is fun. This deck is nasty. It is very good. Not to brag, but Daka has yet to beat me with Charizard. And Charizard's supposed to be the best.
Yeah, I guess this Greninja deck. Oh yeah, I took L after L, and then I thought I was gonna win this last one, and then nope, he just decided to just was that the game that Chet? No, was that the second game that Chet? Froslass, 4 Froslass.
That was game 2.
Game
4
2.
Froslass
Okay.
is on the field.
I don't remember what happened in game 3, but some shenanigans happened, and I couldn't. And then we're like, okay, you know what? Let me play against the supposed more competitive deck, as in Gardevoir, and then
he spanked me with Gardevoir.
yeah, it beat his ass because it's Charizard and does double damage to all the psychics, and I can always snipe his bench with Prime Catcher or Boss or anything like that. So if your locals has a bunch of Gardevoir, you should consider playing Charizard. Now, of course, this guy over here is probably going to take this deck, Greninja, to locals this week with me, and
yeah, we're gonna have some fun.
we'll see what happens. If I play him, I'm not going to have a good time. I don't like it. I don't this and Chen Pao don't mix well against with Charizard. It's not a good time. Now, one thing is, I brought this up to him. What do you think of Radiant Greninja?
I don't use it because I don't want to waste my energies and discard them.
Makes
I do
sense.
kind of need the energies I don't have. I do play a Super Rod as a way to kind of recycle them, recycle our Snow Runs, recycle our Frostlasses, get them all back into the deck. But with Greninja being a 1 energy, 170 attacker, I would rather make sure I can have an energy to attach than to discard, to potentially draw 2 and not even drawn into that energy.
Makes sense.
Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Definitely let me know in the comments. It's still a new deck. If you've seen it in playing online, if you've seen it at your locals, what are they playing? If you guys play it yourself, let me know what you're playing. How would you upgrade it? Canceling Cologne, Silene, Luminian V, a couple cards that come to mind when if I want to make some changes. But definitely let me know. We really appreciate you guys tuning back in.
Very good. Now, one thing is, you might think, what about Manaphy? Doesn't Manaphy kind of block Greninja? Well, yeah, it does in the beginning, but Greninja can still use that first attack, what's it called, Shinobi Blade?
Yep.
Right? Yeah, so it can still use that attack. But then, he has his Frostlasses on the bench, and they're just accruing damage on the Manaphy. And then at some point, Manaphy dies, and then what happens? Mirage Barrage is open.
season.
It's open season for Mirage Barrage, pretty much. Snipe those Pidgeys, snipe the Charmanders, snipe whatever your opponent's playing, and it kind of sucks. But yeah, so let us know what you think of this, any changes that you would make, and yeah, so, and if you're excited for any other deck profiles that we're trying to cook up, and yeah, so like, share, subscribe, comment.
Now, guys, I do have one more deck that might be a personal favorite, maybe a little biased, because I absolutely love my Gengar. If this video gets 500 likes,
500 likes, this guy pushing it up. What?
we'll have that Gengar video out for you guys.
500, bro?
Sooner than. I think they can do it.
Okay, push it up to 500 likes. If it doesn't get 500 likes, which I don't think any of my videos have gone anywhere. Wait, besides the giveaway video, I don't know.
We might do it anyways.
Well, we're gonna do it anyways. We're gonna do it anyways. Let's go with.
Let's push the limit.
Let's go with 1 like. If we get 1 like, we'll do the video.
That's fair.
But yeah, no. If we get to 500 likes, that'd be awesome. Just build us up, build the channel up, and remember, enter the giveaway.
I just looked at the count. 300 subscribers away.
At this, by the time this video releases, hopefully it's less than that. But yeah, so let's get there, because we need to hit the 5K to do that giveaway for the booster box, Twilight Masquerades. Let's do it. And yeah, so let us know. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you again. Bye bye.